bookgoers! Hey bookgoers of Lacey Good Books. Before we even get started doing the live stream, first thing, I am gonna just say we're not gonna be doing our edited tips just for this specific live stream. And on the normal vlog, I usually do that, but honestly, we are gonna get started. The books we are gonna be doing are New York Times best-selling book authors, and the books we are gonna honestly be working, not just working on, but I'm gonna be reading the whole backside of these books. And so, one is it's from the inside, so because I have a good insight with the books I actually picked for this fantastic vlog that we are gonna be focusing on. So you might want to start this in. I don't really care what anime start out, so we're gonna start from this end all the way to every summer after. Okay, this one's first book is actually by my favorite book author of all times, and that you guys honestly all know this. My favorite, a novel by the number one first New York best-selling author, Nicholas Sparks' The Wedding. Before I read the whole back of it, every book of his has a picture of him on the back. So this is young Nicholas Sparks. If you guys did not honestly know. Okay. And he did that in other books too. That I'm sure you all will honestly be really, really inspired with a lot of his other books. The Wedding. After 30 years, Wilson Lawrence is forced to face a painful truth. The romance has gone out of his marriage. His wife, Jane, has fallen out of love with him, and it is eternally his fault. Deepest and sharing example of his in-laws, Noah and Alice.
Okay, I found this on the web for example of his in-laws. Check it out.
Sorry about that. I don't know why that even haven't done that. Okay, in-laws. Including the notebook. Noah and Alice come home and 50-year love after original turning up in the notebook. Wilson himself is a man unable to express his true feelings. He has sport too little time at home and raising their children. Jane, now his daughter, is about to marry, and his wife is thinking about leaving him. But if Wilson is sure, if anything is this, his love for Jane has only grown over the years, and he will do everything he can to save their wedding, which the minutes of Noah and Alice importing life together as his grad he vows to find a way to make his wife fall in love with him all over again. In the powerful, moving tale of love lost, we covered the freedom Nicholas Sparks once again began to readers his unique insight into the only emotion that anonymity really matters. Okay, this sounds like a mind blowing. Okay, this is where we are starting out. So it's about this guy named Wilson. His wife sounds like he wants they really get a divorce, but don't know honestly how that's honestly gonna work. But his daughter is then not gonna get married, and maybe him and his wife might fall back in love at her wedding. This seems like a real interesting book. And actually, if I ever do want to hear another Nicholas Sparks to Apple Books, I might want to pick this one. But who knows what books I will honestly decide on. The next book is actually a new text by something author, of course, and this book author has some interesting books. I tried to read one of her books, but it got really bad intake on it. But honestly, we are gonna seriously. Okay, this one's by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's called New Times by something other. Daisy Jones and the Six. Daisy is a gal coming of age in LA in the late 60s, sneaking into clubs on a sunset strip, sleeping with rock stairs, and dreaming of singing at the Risky a Go-Go. Her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of hazardous beauty that makes people do crazy things. Also, getting noticed is the Six and band led by the bordering Billy Dunn on the eve of their first tour. His girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant with their producer of impregnating fatherhood and fame. Billy goes a little wild on the road. Disney and Billy cross paths when the producer realized that the key suspicious sources is part of the two together. What happens next will become the staff of linked. The making of their link is charmed in the revering novel within, written as if it were the old history of one of the biggest bands in the 70s, and Daisy Jones and the Six, Taylor Jenkins Reid, military captures an uncomfortable place and time in the unusually detective voice. Okay, this sounds like when I heard about this book so many times, not just over BookTube or Bookstagram. This book's actually quite popular on TikTok. Like, I'm not allowed to have TikTok, but I wish I could, but now I'm out. But that is A-okay with me. This book sounds like this girl named Daisy is in a band from the 70s, and she's like pretty much on the road with this guy named Jonas. So she would end up getting pregnant for I don't know how many kids, maybe her first child, maybe. But they're like, she's like in a band with, let's say, her husband, and it goes a totally way, but at a turn, it does get kind of long because it sounds like there might be some really big heavy drinking in this one. That's what it sounds like to me. So that leads us to our next book. They have the other two books in this, but this one's actually by another New York Times Semi book author, Carly Fortune. This one's called Meet Me at the Lake. And this one, Pam Brookbanks has lost for too much of her adult life thinking about Will Baxter. She spent just 24 hours in her early 20s with the Grimly Adventure events, an identical artist, a chose inventor that bottled into a day-long advisor in the city. The timing was wrong, but their consultation was unavoidable. They shared every second, every dream, and made a part to meet again. Over a year later, Fran showed up. Will don't at 32. Fran's like doesn't look at all how she once imagined it would. Instead of living in the city, Fran's back home, running her mother's lakeside restaurant. Sometimes she viewed never to do the plays and the destroy her ex-boyfriend's boyfriend is a manager, and Pam doesn't know where to begin. She needs a plan, a lifeline. To her surprise, it came in the form of Will, who arrives 9 years later, scatters into and on offer to help. On his lips, Will may be the only person who understands what Pam's going through, but how can she possibly trust this expensive suit wearing this marriage who seems nothing like the young man she met all those years ago, is hiding something, and fans not sure. She wants to know what it is. But 10 years ago, Will Baxter resumed. Fran, can she do the same for him now? Okay, sounds like a really spicy novel. I'm so want to read this whole series. So this is honestly talking about this girl named Fran that she knows this other guy was actually her ex-boyfriend, and she's now running her mom's restaurant. I know that, you know, in a lake that, I mean, on the lakeside, closer to the lake, pretty much. But she ended up keep running to her mama's boyfriend that doesn't he doesn't want to deal with her, but he still is honestly trying his very best to get back into the loop. So that's what this book sounds like. I do want to read this whole three-parter series. If I get to, I will be ecstatically excited. Honestly. This next book, well, actually, we're going through this right quickly. This next one is by Carly Fortune. This is her newest novel. This summer will be different. Okay, let's see how this is honestly going to be different. Let's see. Lucy is the tourist vacationing at the beach house on Prince Edward's Island. Flex is the local who shows her a very good time. The only problem Lucy doesn't know, he's her best friend's younger brother. Lucy and Flex chemistry is unusual, but the list of reasons why they need to stay away from each other is long, and they vow to never repeat that electronic night. It's easier said than done. Each year, Lucy exposed to PEI for a big breath of controlled air, fresh oysters and crisps, varied with her best friend's. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Best friend Bridget. Every visit begins with a long walk on the beach. Beneath skimming red cliffs and a golden shoe. And every visit, Lucy promises herself she won't ride up in a Flex bed again. If Lucy can't help being drowned to Flex at least, she's always kept her heart out of it. When Bridget suddenly flees Toronto a week before her wedding, Lucy drops everything to follow her to the island. Her mission is to help Bridget through her crisis and resent the one man she's never been able to put fix sparkling eyes and 50 grips have been replaced with something new, and Lucy beginning to wonder just how safe her heart truly is. Okay, this sounds like a wild roller coaster. Let's just pronounce that. So her best friend and her kind of takes this vacation because it was always caught up. This summer will be different. So it takes place like in a summertime setting, like on a beach or a boardwalk or whatever. So she kind of so yeah, it honestly sounds like she's falling in love with him, but this guy who's actually her best friend, and they just have a thrill of a lifetime experience. But honestly, it does sound like, and this is probably the third book in this summer series, so I am so interested, maybe hearing it, maybe read it, but it sounds like a wonderful series to me, and can't wait to honestly read this probably for a reading vlog or something like that, because I've never done one of those before, so seems like a really need to be reading book. Okay, we are this far in the book so far. So this next one is by I don't think this was an example for something Arthur. I don't think. Okay, this one's by Kim Fu. It's called The Lost Gals of Camp Forevermore. And Forevermore, a sleeping camp in the Pacific Northwest. Campers are promised adventures in the woods, songs by the fire, and lifelong friends, beasting with experiment. A nervous, angry five gals set up a overnight kayakaking trip to the nearby island, but before the night is over, they find themselves stranded with no adults to help them, but to have them survive. That guides them home. The Lost Girls of Camp Forevermore follows Natia, Andre, Isabel, Donna, and Stephen beyond this playful trip, showing us the lives of hearted and complex women. There's gals become from a word winning novelist. Confu becomes a streaming product of Gilhard and Nuken's of several and pits we can't escape. Okay. Well, it's getting a little hot in here, but I do have a drink, an ice drink. If you guys are thirsty, water or one of these would probably do you good. But I do have my fan on, but it's honestly keeping me cool. So this sounds like a camp that a girls camp, kind of like a thing that is we're going kind of on and they get lost and didn't kind of us but can't find their way home. That could be honestly creepy. Very, very creepy, but kind of dangerous as well. So they honestly don't know what this camp is all about, pretty much. So these two. Our next book one I so want to put this man next to my CBR. And Daddy, I know you're honestly watching this. I would love a guest star of you once again. If you're honestly interested, please put a comment down in the comments. Or maybe a short. Who knows? Okay. This one's called A Will of the Wild by Rosanna Perry. Oh yeah. So this is kind of like about a whale. But yeah, a whale. Oh wait. This is a young orca whale. Live with her pod in the Scottish Sea when a dope tragedy stakes her family in Vega and her little brother John are spirited from separated from everyone they love. It's up to Viskia to keep them safe. Their journeys fall pale and wonder a vegan don't encounter a giant octopus station strings killer whales, and pecks the hunting shark as they travel into the blue wilderness of the deep ocean. Rebecca be able to protect her brother and find her way home. Will her beloved sea ever be the same again? Okay. So this is kind of intake of a devotion. Actually, sounds quite interesting, but this is honestly a YA novel. But some of the others are not YA, but they still okay too. But I didn't see all the great little illustrations. And look how beautiful these are. Like, oh my gosh. I am going to be so addicted to this book when I read it. I honestly am really thinking about, just speaking of, I started to read it. I've been starting to do is reading different book authors, and I found one in different book authors that I absolutely love. And just they run over my. This one I did read, so I know this story like really too good. This is the first book of really actually the book author's this predecessor, and this book author is one of my favorite book authors because Nicholas Sparks is also. But okay, we're having this getting how many minutes now. She met another mermaid friend. They went to mermaid school. Well, they actually. Just giving you guys the backstory of it all. Went to a mermaid school. She made all new friends. But she ended up finding her dad. That I honestly find just a wonderful way to try. She did find her dad in the underwater prison. And spent some time with him. But I mean, and the story was unbelievable. Her and her dad, honestly, she got her dad out of the underwater prison and took them out. When they arrived back at the boat, her mom was so happy that she found her dad, and it was like I want to say a wonderful way. Kind of like a Father's Day kind of edition. Kind of like a thing. If you guys like mermaids, well, this is a right novel for you. Mermaids are honestly really good to read about. this seems like a really fun book. It actually was a really fun book when I read it. I believe it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Only because this book was amazing. If I ever reread it again, I just might. This one was absolutely gorgeous. And a great way to figure out the other stuff of the book. Because this one is actually only 3 books away of this one. So this one's actually by my favorite book author of all time is Nicholas Sparks. This movie was absolutely great. This is by Nicholas Sparks, and it's called Safe Haven. As you know, this storyline famous, but I'm just gonna. So it's about this guy who just moved to I forget where, but oh yeah, North Carolina. Southport. Yeah, North Carolina Southport. And he was more like a man, but this girl came up to him and introduced herself. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. And yeah, her name was Katie. And this book was on the hook amazing. I actually did read a book I saw the movie before reading the book. But actually the wrong way to do it, but this was honestly about these two falling in love, and they never separated at all. So that was honestly a great detail of the book. See, at least I remembered, because I did see this movie some years ago. It was a great movie. Now, 3 books left. Oh, goody. Okay. This next book is actually by one of my favorite book authors. She's a New York Times bestselling author, and this is Kristen Hanna Seymour Islands. Years ago, Noah Bridge walked out on her morning and left her daughters behind. She has since become a celebrity radio talk show host and a newspaper columnist. Beloved for her renewal advice. Her youngest daughter, Ruby, is a strangely confident comedian who used her famous mother as fuel for her bitter sexual humor. And the tables on each a scandal in Noah's past. Her career implodes and Ruby gets her big break. She is offered a person to write a unaccompanying tale article about her mother under false appearances. Ruby returns home to talk to the woman she hasn't spoken to for almost a decade. Home to the house on Summer Island, where Ruby grew up, a place filled with childhood memories of love and joy, and beginning there as Ruby is returned with old friends. It began as experience evolves into a expression of her family's troubled past and pocket apart her mother's life. Ruby has no chance but explain her own for the magazine deadline draws near, and Ruby finished the story that began to feel like an act of visual, visual, visual. She is focused to make a choice not about the past, but about the future. The truth is not as simple as she once imagined. Sometimes is a beautiful novel, one at once funny, tender, sad, and certainly triumphant. Okay, this is talking about her mother's, this lady's, Noah, lived on this summer island. But she was also famous because she was a newscaster. She was writing like a novel and all that kind of stuff. But there was in Ready for a magazine she was debuted on. She also had a daughter named Ruby. And it sounds like a really great summer book that I recommend to all book goers. Honestly, but I can't wait to read this novel on my own. I'm honestly extremely excited, if you can tell. Okay, we only have 2 books left. Okay, this next book is by another book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, New York Times bestselling author. And this one's called Malibu Rising. Malibu, August 1983. It's the day of Nina Rivers' annual end of summer party. And expression on is at fever pitch. Everyone wants to be around the famous rivers, Nina and Diamond, Surfer and sports model brother Jay, and had one championship surfer. The other renowned photographer and their adored baby sister Kit. Together, the siblings are a source of fascination, especially as the offspring of the Victory singer Mike Riva. By midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the Riva Mason will have gone up in flames. But before the first spark, in the early hours before dawn, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and the love of secrets that served this family's generations will all come rising in the surface. surface. Malibu Rising is a story about one unforgettable night in the life of a family. The night they each have to choose what they will keep from people who made them and what they will leave behind. Okay, this sounds like one of those party kind of like thing. No, it's more like a party kind of, yeah, like a party, a big party going on, and but they actually like a big family reunion. Not just our friends, but our family, and they like to serve. That's why it's called Malibu Rising, because the sun likes to serve. Everybody is going in the water and just having a great family reunion party. But this book honestly sounds like an amazing novel. It's something that I honestly will read. Seems like a really fun book. Okay, that's my names. We have our last book. And this one's actually another by Kelly Fortune. New York Times bestselling author, Kelly Fortune. And it's got Every Summer After. Okay. They say you can never go home again. And for Grace Phone Forcer, ever since she made the biggest mistake of her life a decade ago that has fought to true instead of speeding a glittering summer on the lake house of her childhood. She stays home in a sleigh apartment in the city, keeping everyone at a safe distance from her heart until she recovers the call that sends her reacting book to Barry's Bay and into the orbit of sea. For sake, the man she never thought she'd have to leave. She have to leave it out. For 6 summers through the hazy afternoons on the water and warm summer's nights, working in his family's restaurants, Harry, Pacey, and Sam had been impregnable, unskinable. Everly, the friendship turned into something more before it fell spiritually apart. When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, the inconvenience is as unavailable on its have already been, but until Percy can comfort the decisions she made, they'll never know whether they love is bigger than the biggest mistake of their past. Told over a course of 6 years and weekend every summer after, it's a diversity, economic, look, and love, and the people and choices that mark us forever. Okay, this sounds like a real beginning of the book series. So, we are following this gal who went to the States for the first time, but her mother seemed to pass away. That seems really sad. It honestly is. They went out to the lakeside, they jumped around, they swam a lot and all that, but it was their funeral. But then that's what, after her mother's funeral, she took over the restaurant. Actually, I do find that quite honestly really, really interesting because it was just so amazing. This sounds like a pretty good book. I do want to hear the whole series, even the first book ever by Kelly Furchin. And she's, I believe she's, okay. I hope you guys all enjoy this video. Sorry, we're not doing a normal thing of it. Yeah, this seems like a really interesting book to read, and I want to really hear the series. Because I'm almost done hearing a series, but that series is not quite done yet. But, yeah, this book sounds like a real win-win. Okay. If you are new, welcome on board. We love to read here. We do our devotions. We read a lot. We read our Kindles. And the most important thing is, be focused on the Lord. If you're new, come in. Check stuff out. I have nothing to hide, so if I do, I'm not be worried about myself. Okay. Keep talking to Lacey books, and I hope you guys had a thrill of a lifetime in this vlog. This live stream. Thank you all the ones who actually came and enjoyed hearing what these books are honestly about. And the one I do want to see if a good price on it. And then it was the 14 one on the Apple Books. I would check that after this vlog. But for Vloggy World, you guys can head on to Vloggy World next to check out my snow globes. Thank you to come to Lacey Good Books. And I hope you guys have a great morning, night, day, evening, in the afternoon. And just make sure you love the Lord with all your heart and do your reading. That's more important to read, and only because reading is good for the brain, to keep the brain healthy, and make sure that you all are eating right, and just be happy, happy, happy. Thank you for coming to Lacey Good Books, and I hope you guys had quite fun, intriguing hearing what these books are about with me. I do want to thank you all to come, and also remember you are loved by our book family we do have here. And for the friends people who are watching, thank you to join. And I do want to give a great one of couple shout outs to my nanny, my daddy and Rita, and Uncle Cliff. Thank you for watching. And also please put it, if you like any of these books, please put it down what book is your favorite down in the comments. I'd love to hear you guys' intake of it. Nanny, Daddy, Rita, and Uncle Cliff. And because my bestie Danielle Jose. And what's my family and friends? And my subscribers. I just want to say thank you to check out this Primitive vlog. And I want to give a great shout out to Rita. Love you, Rita. You're awesome. And I love my daddy, my nanny, and Uncle Cliff, and everybody else who's in my life. You guys are really special to me, and I love you guys. And videos are part of my book week too, so that makes it even more fun to spend that much time with you guys and just be happy. Read every day. That's what we're here for. And if you're new, welcome aboard. Give us like bigger thumbs up. Never remember. Hit that subscribe button, hit the navigation bell, all that fun stuff. We do a lot of fun stuff here. So subscribe and read and click the navigation bell for more fun updates. Thank you everybody for tuning in with specific people. I love you so much. And I hope you guys had a great experience of watching this live stream. Give this vlog a big thumbs up, comment, like, share all you like. I love the people comments because we get new subscribers and I do check out other channels as well. So continuing to on that. And thank you to all you subscribers and viewers that make this channel even really popular booktube channel as well. Thanks guys, give this video a bigger thumbs up and peace out. Book family here so we get to read and do what you love. Reading is a lovable thing to do. If you are looking at it for the next read, I hope these books will honestly help you decide. Thanks everybody and live out.